A goal without a plan is just a dream. I've always been a very logical person, and I think it's what saved me in business and has helped me to stay self-employed for the last 12, almost 13 years. And what I've realized as a coach is that most people think with emotion versus logic. Being that I understand that, I know that no business can really be successful without a roadmap. And some businesses maybe have instant success, but I'm talking about long-lasting success. It's Shawana, your beauty business bestie, and today I want to talk to you about what I would do if I had to start all over again building my beauty business from scratch to 6 figures in a more simplified way so that you can do it a lot faster and a lot easier than I was able to do it. So I grew up in a salon with my mother as a beauty professional. She's a hairstylist and she has been my entire life. But one thing about her, she's amazing at math and she's amazing at simplifying math. So 1 + 1 has always equaled 2. It had to equal 2, right? What I realize as a coach now is that a lot of people just simply don't know what to do in their businesses, especially in beauty businesses, which is what leads to 90% of beauty businesses closing in the first year. I'm going to show you how you can use simple math to predictably hit the numbers that you want to hit in your business. Now, results may vary. That's my disclaimer in all of this. I'm not saying this is guaranteed to get you to 6 figures. I'm just saying it's simple math, and hopefully by the time you watch this video, you're going to completely understand everything and how you can use this exact framework to create a 6-figure business for yourself. So let's jump right in. So 6 figures, or $100,000, is broken into $8,333, technically in 33 cents a month. So now that you know that number, we know what we're aiming toward. And now you can reverse engineer that. So I want you to think about 30 to 31 days in a month and how many days a month you want to work. Now, as a single mom, I used to plan everything around my son and his sports and when I was going to be available based on that. And that kind of dictated how many days a month I would be able to take clients. But when I had no choice, because I had no control over my business, I was working 6, sometimes 7 days a week because I was just doing what I had to do. So let's say in a 30-day month, you decided to take 2 days off a week. That's typical, right? Most people in the beauty industry work Tuesday through Saturday and they have Sunday and Monday off, right? Because most of our clients are available on the weekends when they work 9-to-5 jobs, but I digress. This is your schedule, girl, not mine. So I would decide I want to work 5 days a week. When I break that number down, that means I need to make $416 per day to hit my goal of $8,333.33 a month. So now that I know that, I get to go to my services to figure out how this is all going to work. So in my opinion, the easiest way to predictably hit these numbers is to have an offer ladder. So let's use me for an example in some of the services that I provide. My number one service is permanent brows, ombre brows. But I'm going to start on a lower scale to make this digestible even for the beginner. So let's say I do ombre brows and I'm charging $350. That's my top tier product. That's my top tier service. Now going down, let's say there's a wax and tint, that's $65. That's a lower ticket service, not as much buy-in from the client, still adds to my overall number. So if every day I aim to do 2 wax and tints and 1 permanent brow, I would make $480 a day. So now that I know this goal, I know what to aim for. That's literally only 3 clients a day. And when you start playing around with these numbers, you can decide, you know what, I'm going to do all brow wax and tints one day. I'm going to do all permanent brows another day. Whatever it is, you want to lay out your schedule so you're very clear on what you should be doing every day. And even if you don't have the clients yet to be able to service, you still want to be clear on the goals that you're trying to hit in your business so that you have direction when the clients start coming in. So now that I know these numbers, let's say my $480 a day, 5 days a week, would give me $2,400 a week. Okay, now we're not going to go over net and gross and, with expenses and all the things. We're just going over simple numbers, okay? You can dive deeper into figuring out what all those numbers are for you so you can figure out how much money you want to make. Is this profit? Is it gross? Is it net? That's a later video. So $2,400 a week times 4 weeks in a month, that's actually $9,600, which will actually equal $115,200 at the end of the year. I wrote all these notes down because I want to make sure that I stay on track. Now, let's say you don't have higher ticket services yet, so you don't offer $350 brows. Service 7 clients a day at that $65 price point, and waxing and tinting, that's still a 5-6 hour day at the most. That's still $455 a day, which is still over the $416 you need to make. So now you know you're going to make over your 6 figures, but you're going to make at least that. And week after week, when you do these numbers, you can give yourself a little buffer. But I paid attention to all of these numbers like every single week, no matter what, so that I was able to stay on track. Shawana from the future checking in. I just want to explain that this is how manifestation works. In order to manifest something, you have to see it before you ever have it. So by doing this and documenting these numbers every single day, I was able to get excited about it before I ever seen it, knowing that it would come. Okay, back to the video. Now that I know these numbers and I know how many clients that I need to service, I need to look at how many people I need to get in front of to make this possible. Because if you don't have enough clients, you just don't have enough leads. You're not getting in front of enough people. Enough people are not familiar with you or aware of what services you provide. And that's something else. We feel like because we put it out there on social media a couple times that people know us, and they don't. You have to be repetitive and you have to be consistent and you have to get out there over and over again. Now, let's go off of conversion rates of the industry standard. What that means is, per the industry, this is how many clients you get to actually book versus ones that don't when they're brand new to your brand. So the industry rate, on the lower end, it's anywhere from 3% to 5% on the higher end. If you don't know what your conversion rate is because you're not tracking these things yet, this is where I would start, at that 5% mark. So now that I know my numbers, let's go back to the first example I was using of 3 clients a day. 3 clients a day means I need to service 15 clients a week. And at that 5% mark, that means I need to interact with 300 leads a week in order to get those 15 bookings predictably. Now, something else that you have to take into account, and I have another video on this on my channel, is there is different phases that people are in when they become a client of yours, especially if you offer more permanent services or higher ticket services, or if you're not clear on who your ideal client is, so you're not speaking to them, understanding that there is an attraction, nurture, and a conversion in the process. Attracting is just making them familiar with who you are. Nurturing is making them more familiar, getting to know them, inviting them into your home, introducing them to who you are as a person so you can help them to make that decision when the time is right. And when they're ready, they are converted. They book the appointment. So again, in the beginning, I had no clients. I used to sit in my empty studio with podcasts playing all day, just trying to get any type of inspiration that I could, because I felt real delulu. Like I was just in la la land every day, writing these numbers on the calendar. But if I knew about predictably getting in front of leads and how many people I need to get in front of, I would have been able to hit my numbers a lot faster, which is why I hope you're finding so much value in this video already. So now that I know how many clients I need to book, I get to decide how I'm going to get in front of these people. Now, if I'm brand new and I'm completely doing everything organically, I would jot everything down. And if you don't have anything to jot things down, I have a resource just for you. I created a planner called Beauty Goals, and this is going to track everything that I'm discussing in this video so that you can stay on track with knowing how many people you're reaching out to, what efforts you're making, what is working the best to get clients into your business so you can get to being more predictable. It's also a very interactive workbook, so you'll be able to write down what goals you're actually trying to set, and you can break down those numbers the same way that I just broke it down to you in simple math according to my services. You can break them down for your services. And I still have my journals to this day where I've jotted everything down for years and years. So believe me, you have to see it before it manifests into your business. You have to believe that it's possible for you, and you have to go after. I'll post kind of an idea of how my day would look because I don't want to show anyone's information, but this is the first planner that I launched. This is in 2021. This is over 3 years ago. And here's an example of, like, without showing people's contact information, this is just 2 days of like how I would plan everything out, and I would do this every day. And I swear to you, it went from names that I literally made up or just services that I made up to actual names filling into my calendar. And it was so crazy when it happened. But again, I seen it and I believed it before it ever came. And I have faith that it was coming the entire time. So once I determined how many days I'm working, how much money I need to make a day so that I knew what my goal was for the week. It's crazy because we work 9 to 5 jobs, and a lot of times, especially if we're in sales positions, which 9 times out of 10, we're selling something, they give us quotas, but we don't put those same rules into motion when it comes to our own businesses. But I digress. We don't even think about it sometimes. So now I know I can start reaching out to people. I can start looking in Facebook groups and reaching out and letting people know what services I provide, providing value to people, going on Instagram and just answering questions about the services that I provide. We take for granted how important it is to just give people value and give people the answers to their questions. There's still a lot of people who don't know what a lot of services that we provide are. So we are able to answer those questions and give those clients clarity. They become our clients because they look at us as the expert, being that we're the one that educated them on something that no one else is. So there's so much value in that. So now you can email clients. that have inquired before. You can DM people who've been interacting with your posts on social media and just start a conversation with them. But you know what numbers you need to hit. So this is a moment of truth. And it's funny because as a coach, when I work with people, I tell them all the time, if you're not willing to do the work, I'm going to expose you, because I will know if you've been able to reach out to those people or not. 300 people may seem like it's a lot, but a post and interactions or comments can still be a lot of people in one. This is just to start building up the momentum that's needed in your business, because as long as you have a business and the doors open, you're always going to need momentum. So now I would do all that I could to get in front of as many people as possible. And inside of the Beauty Goals calendar, there's over 100 different tasks you can do. So as I documented things and time went on, I got better and better at the services that I provided. So once I was booked for months out, I went up on my prices, because now I don't have the capacity to take all these clients anymore. But again, I want to keep business growing. And by doing this, it puts you in a really good position, because you don't get into the scarcity mode that a lot of people get into when they're afraid to go up on their prices. It's like, either I go up on my prices or I just don't go to sleep at night because I'm going to be in the studio 24 hours a day, which is such a blessing, but I'm also a mom, couldn't do it, right? And once I got tired of manually doing all of this, I also started implementing systems so that some of these things that I was doing can be automated. So that comes later. First comes doing everything manually so you see it in front of you. Sometimes with systems, because you don't see all the ins and outs every day, you take for granted what's actually happening in the background. So you want to start off writing everything down inside of the Beauty Goals planner. In addition to that, as I got better, my conversion rate went up and I booked more of those clients who were interested, which means now I can interact with less clients because now it's becoming more predictable for me. But I still need to keep up with these numbers. I still need to pay attention to what's happening. What are the conversions looking like? Because I always need to build momentum in my business. I need to keep it going. This is the problem that a lot of beauty professionals make, or business owners, period. And the reason why they might be booked and busy right now, but 3 months later, not realizing that marketing is a cycle. Now you've cycled through all of those clients that you were servicing, and now your books are empty because you stopped getting in front of people. And there's a lot of things that you can do where in the beginning, this is going to be very time and labor intensive. But if you don't have clients, you have nothing but time to pour into this in the beginning of your business. But once you start to get busy, say for example, you're making extra money for a marketing budget and you want to run ads. Once you understand how to convert people organically, you can put that into a system, and now you can run ads. So now the ads can get in front of however many people a week. And now you're bringing them into this beauty machine that you've created that's making people familiar with your services day in and day out, where now it's requiring less and less time of you, because ultimately they don't really care where the information comes from. They just want the information. And the better you are at getting it to them, the better business you're going to grow. And now you're in complete control of your business as well, which is such an amazing place to be in. So now you increase your prices, you take your time back, you don't have to service as many clients every day anymore, and you finally have peace in your business. There's chaos, but that's why not every business makes it. Any business that succeeds, someone was willing to make the sacrifice. Someone was willing to make the time or the financial sacrifice. And some people want to just jump in and run ads, but this is the thing. If you start working with an ad company to run your ads for you, you never know and learn how to build your own business. And if you are building your business to one day empower the next generation of beauty professionals like I'm doing for you right now, you owe it to yourself to learn what's really needed to grow your business so you can help them navigate through the same thing when the time comes, because it comes for every one of us that starts a business. And when we do this consistently and we start to see traction and then we stop, that's when our business dies as a result. And that's when panic mode sets in. That's when people are like, oh my gosh, I don't have any clients. And that's when the deals start coming out. If you feel the need to constantly discount your services, it just means that you don't have enough clients, and it's been so long since you've made money consistently that now you're just willing to throw anything at anyone. And clients can feel desperation, and no client wants to feel like they're going to the desperate hairstylist, makeup artist, nail technician, nothing. They want to make sure that they're going to the expert. That's what you want to be. But the problem is we get so busy with the things that we enjoy that we ignore the things that are important, like this. When I talk to my coaching clients and I ask them how business is going, any of them that says that business is slow, they always say, it's because I know that I'm not doing X, Y, Z. Because I'm giving you all the tools. But it starts with you starting to take accountability and you being consistent once you know the things to do to be consistent. Because it also is very counterintuitive and it won't work out for your best good. If you're doing things, but you're not doing the right thing consistently, you're just going in the wrong direction and you're still not attracting clients. But this is a way for you to predictably build your business. Now, if you are interested, look in the description of this video and click the link so that you can grab the Beauty Goals Planner so you can start setting the goals for your business today and get your business on the right path. We'll see you inside.